Creative control. Creative control.
Anyway, I wanted to do a bit of quick fire, if that's okay. We can all get into it. So basically, I've got two different food groups. So for example, it'll be like pizza or jollof. Then after, you two obviously would then... I don't know what food you've had. I can't assume any food that anyone's had.
Listen, I literally always wanted to get a taste of Nigeria. My brothers and sisters. You know I have a Nigerian.
That is so
I
funny.
always wanted to.
You haven't had jollof?
I think we ate it in
Yeah, jollof rice.
in Manchester. We ate it.
Really? Okay, wait. You
It
know
was
the jollof
good.
rice you had, was it Ghanaian?
No,
Or Nigerian?
like Nigerians were serving it. So
Did you like it? That'd be honest. It's
Yeah,
Nigerian,
it was
really.
nice.
Trust me, if you have Ghanaian
I
jollof,
think
then
Ghanaian
it's a
jollof
level.
is
It's a
better.
level above. Non-biased, like as in Nigerian jollof is here, then Ghanaian jollof. is
Well,
up
I
there.
tasted
But he's
both.
saying that his is biased because he's from Ghana.
Oh,
Am
but
I not biased? I've tasted both.
I didn't taste Ghana. You
No,
know?
I'll trust
So
me.
next time, bring some.
We'll sort that out next
Yeah.
time. Alright, cool,
We
cool.
got you.
Okay, cool. So, first one's pizza or jollof.
I'll always go for the traditional foods.
See me, I'm a very unhealthy eater. But
Big back.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm a
that
bit of
is
a big
so
back.
funny.
Let me not even lie.
That
I'm a
is-
bit of a big back. But no, you can't go wrong with jollof.
Really? Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought he was gonna put
Yeah.
pizza over
Nah, because pizza's like every now and again. I can't have like pizza
continuously. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
what
it
I'm
gets
thinking.
sickening after a while.
Yeah, when I
Yeah.
do games like this, I was thinking jollof I could have on a continuous basis.
And you
with
can
the-
eat it with different meats.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's easy. Sweet or savory?
Sweet. I just
That's
love
not
sweet
easy.
stuff,
Really?
y'all. Yeah.
Because I like both equally.
Yeah.
Do
True.
you know what
But
it
when
is?
it mix, like
Yeah,
sweet
but if
and
you had to
sour
But
pick-
not
chicken.
all the time.
Imagine
though.
having to pick us for a week consistent.
But you can't eat. Oh God.
No,
you
but
can't
sweet.
eat
The
sugar
thing
all
is,
the time.
sweet can get sickening.
Yeah.
I feel like I can manage savory.
Really?
Over
Yeah.
If I was younger,
But
I
I
would have
love
picked sweet. But I think as I've got older, I'm tired of like snacks, sweets. I'm
do you
starting
know
to
what I
get
said
tired
the
of
other
it.
Wait,
day,
we're
yeah?
talking about snacks or like sweet food?
Sweet food, I don't know. When I
Anything
heard
in
sweet,
general,
I just
yeah.
thought snacks.
I just love chocolate, so
Really?
No,
Sorry.
chocolates get sickening.
chocolate and then mix it with like the savory with potato chips.
No.
Really?
Yeah. Like okay, after I eat chocolate, I'm like, okay, I had enough, and then I drink water. I
To
just
like
eat.
wash it
Yeah,
away.
I just eat potato chips or something.
No,
That's-
I've never.
nah, you- I
Wow,
don't think you're meant
I've
to do that.
never.
Yeah, salt chips.
I'm not
Tastes
judging
good.
you. to
Or
be,
even
yeah.
plantain. You all know plantain snack? It's a
Okay,
Caribbean
yeah,
thing.
plantain crisp.
Plantain.
Yeah.
crisp,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, they're
all
nice. They're nice.
You'll call
They're
it
right.
plantain crisp.
Plantain.
Plantain.
Plantain. It's not plantain.
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 Right? Plantain.
Plantain.
Green plantain.
Plantain. It's spelled. If I'm
Plantain.
correct, it's spelled plantain.
Yeah, plantain. Yeah,
I'm
it's
not-
just the accent.
I'm not getting. Yeah. To be fair, yeah. Maybe it's the accent. Maybe it's the accent. I don't know.
We're like
We'll agree to
plantain.
disagree.
Okay.
Plantain.
Chips, as in chips like fries, or plantain, or plantain. Sorry.
Okay. So
Um,
when I went to Guyana, they actually made fries out of plantain.
Seriously.
So, and it was so good.
that sounds like it would taste.
Not the
really
right plantain
nice
though, so it wasn't sweet. It was savory.
Savory.
in the middle.
That was good. And then they also serve it with like fish, fried fish.
Yeah, that'd be nice though.
That was nice. It was different because the regular chips is just boring.
Boring, yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
No,
I was
but
gonna
see,
say.
I like stuff like that. Like I'm a fries guy.
No, I'm saying plantain's nicer, but on a continuous basis.
No, on
I'd
a
have chips.
continuous.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Chips
on
goes
a
with like
continuous basis. Yeah, plantain.
I can-
Plantain.
Yeah,
would get-
plantain.
Plantain would get a little bit. I don't know. Like I can't eat plantain like bears. Like it's got to be like chips, fries. I can eat that over like let's say 5 or 6 days, possibly.
Seriously.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Pancakes or waffles?
you already know my answer to this one.
I don't know.
pancakes.
I think it's waffles you like. I can't
Pancakes.
remember.
I mean,
I could very easily have like 10 to 15 pancakes in a day.
I like pancakes.
10 to
too.
15.
Yeah,
Really? Okay,
No,
when you mean pancakes, are you talking about the small ones or the thin ones?
the thin ones.
Yeah, if it's 15,
Like
that's
the
fine.
crepes,
I thought you were talking
the
about the
crepe.
butterfly.
To be fair, if I'm
buttermilk
honest,
ones.
yeah, I don't really like the big fluffy ones. You know, I feel like they
It's too filling.
and it's too dry.
Really? I had it, just
What?
yesterday I had pancakes and bacon.
What pancake did you have though?
The fluffy one.
Nah,
Like
you
buttermilk
know.
pancake.
Nah.
Have you
Oh,
have you never
that's
had it with
nice.
bacon?
It's got
Have
to
you
be.
had
I
it with
prefer
bacon
like the
before?
crepe ones.
Bacon and pancake.
Well, you feel like come from the underground.
No, I'm not saying it's because not everyone has. I only learned
yeah,
about pancake and
bacon, of
bacon like
course.
3 years ago. Yeah, exactly. Not everyone eats pancake
Not-
and bacon.
No,
and then you put the
pancake
eggs.
with bacon
Yeah.
and like scrambled eggs.
Yeah, and then you also have here they put like baked beans,
Yeah, with
Yeah.
baked beans.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
and you add like
sausage.
sauce, yes, and then you add syrup over.
Okay,
I'm
now
just,
you're doing too
I'm
much,
just
not
talking
syrup
about
as
what
well.
I see in the
Yeah,
photos by the
syrup.
restaurant.
Oh,
So.
so
But see,
bit
that is an example of mixing sweet and savory.
Yeah,
see, in
that's
that
a good
case,
balance.
that's a very good
No, I
balance.
can't have syrup though. I'll just have it dry.
Really?
Yeah, just pancakes and bacon, fam. I don't like syrup. I don't like all that extra stuff.
Do you know what he does, by the way? Yeah, he'll have like
Or egg,
he'll have like egg with jam
butter and jam.
sandwich.
It tastes nice.
Do you not think that that's kind of crazy?
And you judging my plantain.
No, I'm not even joking. No, I like it. I've had it. To me, it's. Do you know what's so
Nah,
crazy? To me, it's
It's
normal.
just my Caribbean side.
no, but you can't. If you think about it, you're not really meant to mix jam with
An egg.
and then
Taste
with
it.
bread.
Taste
nah, you know.
Okay, so what the egg? So okay, just jam and egg. You're not putting like the jam on a slice of bread.
Okay,
then
cool.
eating
So
the
how
egg.
you make it is obviously toast, butter, jam. Then obviously the egg isn't runny. It's not runny like egg. Like just flip it or whatnot. You put it inside. It's like a sandwich. It tastes nice. Like sincerely,
Okay.
try it.
If you sell that in the one-stop shops, you think people will buy it?
100%. Some people do it. Some people do it.
I don't think it's that thing personally.
Really?
I guess they should rate it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's true. It's true. People can rate it. Okay. What's next? Oh, chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Oh, you said you like
Oh
chocolate.
my gosh, yes. I
I'm-
mean,
I'm not really a big fan of
Of
like,
either.
both. Yeah, I don't really like chocolate. You know what it is? Chocolate is just
What about-
boring. It's like
Yeah.
I know the taste of chocolate. You know, the other day I was saying, I feel like I'm tired of food. Like,
oh, I had that moment in my life.
yeah,
What do you mean
bored
tired of food?
Like, I'm
Tired
just
of
bored of
food
food.
like
Like
in
just
general.
yeah, like just eating.
I don't know. When you're
Just
younger,
eating to
yeah, did
survive.
you not like used to get excited when you knew like, oh, for example, you're gonna go and have like McDonald's or like kebab?
Yeah, that's
or,
normal though.
But I'm so like, I almost eat. Yeah, no, but I almost eat. Yeah, like for the sake. Oh yeah, I've got to eat in it. Like, but I don't eat because like I'm enjoying like what I'm eating.
Really?
Yeah, it's mad
Are you sure you
boring.
just haven't
You
just
need
been
some
eating the same food?
Caribbean food.
To be fair, I could. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with.
Okay, what
Yeah.
do you advise, for example, since Glody says that food's boring? What
Oxtail.
meal?
I love oxtail though. That one.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oxtail.
oxtail's nice. Oxtail's actually very nice. I think I had it for the first time like 4 years ago, you know?
Really?
Yeah,
Yo,
first time
you could
ever.
go 4 years without
No, the
oxtail.
first time I had it. Since then I've
No,
had it.
but you know,
Oh,
Yeah,
mum-
yeah, yeah.
like my mom used to make, even though she's
Oxtail.
Congolese, yeah, she used to make oxtail.
My
But
mum-
she would make with like okra soup.
Let me be honest with you. I was eating rice and stew nearly every day.
Yeah, no,
Maybe it'd be
sorry,
different
bro.
variations.
I had a little
jollof.
bit of variety in my taste.
No, I
though,
didn't.
but-
I didn't
That's
really
good
have.
though.
Yeah, I didn't have Caribbean. Okay, what about tacos or burritos?
That's a difficult one because I've not.
You know these are Mexican tacos.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh.
very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really eat
I don't
any.
think I've had
Bu-
tacos. Is it tacos? Or
Tacos. No,
Tacos.
it's not
Why
tacos.
you all just trying to bite each other next about how to pronounce this word?
I care about that, man.
That's
But,
tacos. I don't know.
Burritos, I feel like are just excessive. I don't get why there should
has
be
rice in it as well,
and
no?
beans and then meat. Like you might as well just eat them separately. I feel like it's.
No, it's nice.
We had one.
I hate it when they have like the little beans inside them. By the way, because the beans are
black
always
beans?
dry. Yeah.
Oh no, it's actually nice if you actually eat it. That's not, I never used to understand it, but I think burritos are quite nice, in my opinion.
I'd say tacos, anyways.
Tacos, okay, not really saying it right. I don't eat any of these if I'm honest. Sushi or ramen.
Sushi, man. Let
I
me tell you.
don't-
Have
I
you tried
don't eat-
sushi?
Leave me out.
Yeah, I don't.
Listen, have you tried sushi?
Well, the raw fish I can't do, but it has this sushi that I taste, and it's like a piece of fried chicken, and they just use the same seaweed and
Same
sticky
template
rice.
basically.
I could eat that.
I've had like sushi, yeah, where they've got like I could have like all of them, by the way, prawn, crab, like the whole shebang. They'll have like maybe like a tail. I don't know what you
What do you mean
call it.
tail?
Oh, I know what you're
It's
talking
like
about.
fried
Yeah, I've
prawn,
seen it.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And you have it on top of the sushi. Like,
No, I don't.
yeah, the last
don't
couple
really
of
go out
days,
to
I've just
eat
been banging
sushi.
sushi, man.
What, every day?
Yeah, from like Waitrose, isn't it?
Seriously, it's not.
Yeah.
I think he got tired of food, so he just was like,
No, but do you
Yeah,
know
I was
what it is?
gonna say,
No,
yeah.
do you know what it is? Yeah, yeah. I actually think
I
that's
was-
what it is. Yeah, because sushi, it's got such a different taste. It's like it's something that I could continuously eat.
But what do you
over
mean
and
by
over again.
different?
I don't know.
can't
It's
eat
just
sushi.
different.
No.
It's like, you know, like all the other stuff like McDonald's, even rice and stuff like that. You've had it all your life, so it's just like
Yeah, but people make
The
different.
first time I had
variations of food.
sushi, was like 2 years ago, and I've not looked back.
so are you someone who like finds a new meal that they like and just eat
And I'll
that for
eat it
2
excessively.
years?
By the way, you've described him perfectly. That's exactly him. Just excessive.
And then when he get bored
yeah,
of that,
yeah, then changes it.
he
And then
say,
has- yeah,
food
yeah.
is boring.
Yeah, no,
Then
yeah,
he
yeah.
finds something else.
Yeah, no, I'm like that still. I can just binge on one thing for like ever. You know, have you watched Supercell, by the way?
Of course.
So I've watched. So this is a characteristic of mine. Yeah, when I really like something, I will rinse it till like I can't watch it again.
Did you watch it
So
like
I've
3
watched
times?
it. Yeah. So episode 1 to 6, yeah, over 15 times, like over again.
I haven't done that. I've watched
1 to 6.
I've
yeah.
watched
Did
it.
your girlfriend do that with you? Or is she tired?
I don't. I just kept on watching it by
Okay.
myself. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I
Over
haven't
and
done
over
that.
again. But I've got that excessive
Wow.
characteristic.
I haven't seen it necessary to watch the episode about 500 times. I don't think. Just watched it
No.
once and enjoyed it.
You know, another thing, even with like movies, yeah. So I find that even though I'm an actor, yeah, and I should probably watch a lot of like new films, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I tend to find myself watching a lot of like old films. So not old films as in like the 80s and the 90s, but like movies like, you know, like Shutter Island. You've watched Shutter Island, right? Oh my God.
If you haven't, don't let him pressure
I
you.
look
by
at the
way.
camera like,
Yeah.
silence.
You've not watched Shutter Island?
No.
With
I
Leonardo
actually don't have
DiCaprio?
much time to watch movies, I would say.
Yeah.
Really?
So sometimes what I will do, like it's hard for me to put on a series because I have to make
And
sure I
be
have
able
the
to-
time.
Yeah,
Because
no, I'm
then
similar by the way.
It's gonna
I'm
be on
very
my mind.
similar.
I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I can't watch this now. you
That's
know?
such a shame. So you haven't watched things like Inception?
I've watched Inception, yeah.
Yeah.
But I could relate to you when you say you might watch a movie over and over.
Yeah.
So like when it comes to any movie Kevin Hart acting, I will watch that again.
You will watch it.
Yeah.
Let's just watch it again. I can't remember Kevin Hart films. I just know they're funny. I can't remember them.
It have
Any.
films like
Ride Along.
yeah.
1 and 2. There wasn't
have-
a third one.
Wait, what happens in
Something-
Ride Along?
It's the one with Ice Cube. I can't remember. Something happened. Like it's to do with him like getting with Ice Cube's sister or something like that. Something like that,
Listen.
along those lines. Yeah.
I could literally watch comedy movies again, like twice. But that's like
I'm
2
over-
years later, I'll remember the movie and be like,
And
oh,
then
you
you
know, I
go
can do
and
that.
watch it.
Not like right after the next, like
No,
what?
so with Shutter Island, yeah, because there's a plot twist at the end, innit?
Mhm.
Once the plot twist happened, yeah, I rewinded the whole movie and watched it again.
Yeah, stuff like that. I
Knowing the
don't know.
plot twist.
I think you got issues personally.
I mean-
Look at me thinking, this guy's crazy.
I think you got issues. All right, cool. I'll do like 4 more because there's loads.
Okay.
Aki and Saltfish, or it says it's a Caribbean thing. It's Kalalu, something like that. I don't know what
You
that
but
can't.
this
You
is-
cannot do that.
I
You
don't, I
can't.
don't
But
even
this
know what that is.
This is unfair because I've not had Aki. I've had Saltfish, but I haven't had Aki. And
I don't even know what the other thing is.
what is Kalali? Is it Kalali?
Kalalu. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
describe it. Yeah, I don't know what it is. How do you even say it?
Kalalu.
Kalalu.
Yeah.
Oh, Kalalu.
Kalalu.
What is
What is it?
Kalalu?
What is it?
Okay, so based on what I could remember,
Let me check.
because my mom is a chef, but I ain't see her cooking
Oh,
a
your
good
mom's
while.
a chef.
Yeah.
Okay.
The best food. Oh my gosh. But okra,
Okay.
This.
yeah. Okra makes it slimy.
Yeah.
You put your regular seasoning.
Yeah.
What's your regular seasoning?
I don't, honestly, I just eat. I don't cook.
And if I remember, you might put like pumpkin. Sometimes you might put
Pumpkin?
what's this thing? Baji? Is it baji? Was it no
All-purpose seasoning.
baji or pak choy? Some one of the bushes. Oh, callaloo bush, right. Yeah, callaloo bush.
Okay.
And like it just blends up in the pot, yeah. Yo, don't forget your hot pepper.
No, but it looks like, from looking at it, it looks like something that we have in Congo called cassava leaf. I don't know if you.
But they're both complete. Cassava leaves and okra are completely different.
No, but I'm saying it
Oh, you're
based
saying
on
how
how
it
it
looks.
looks. Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm guessing you'd eat this with like rice.
No.
But you could eat it with a whole
What do you eat
meal.
with then?
So okay, let me teach you.
Yeah,
Okay?
you have to. Yeah.
So when you're eating callaloo, it's like eating peas,
Yeah.
right? So it's like a
Like
side
green
dish.
Oh, it's like a side dish.
Yeah. So you can eat callaloo with peas, like red beans or your kidney beans.
Okay.
With macaroni
So is that
pie,
coleslaw?
potato salad, barbecue chicken, and rice. So it has to be in a meal.
Okay, I get what you mean. Okay.
It's
I
more
mean,
of an
if-
accessory.
If the rice and the macaroni pie finish, and just eat a bowl of callaloo and yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's patties or dumplings.
Just now Jamaican patties.
Yeah, it'll be Jamaican patties. Or
Why
any,
y'all
to be
doing
fair.
this?
Any, to be fair. I don't know.
He said no.
Nah.
Patties or dumplings?
Yeah,
I like
boy.
both, you know.
I feel like dumplings are too dry.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be based on who makes it, though?
No, but
It
I know
have
they're
different
meant
type of
to-
dumplings. Are
Yeah,
you
that's
talking
what I
about
was gonna say.
Jamaican
No,
dumplings?
the
or-
one I like here is the one that looks like I was about to say Eba, the one that looks like pounded yam, boiled dumpling. That one. Yeah. Is that not dumpling? No,
See, I
but
don't know.
no, but it's different in comparison to the. Oh no,
Nah,
I'm thinking
deep.
of festival.
Glody just making
Yeah.
up his own, man.
Festival.
I like festival. Though. I like festival.
Yeah.
Nah, so
Festivals
that's what I was
nice.
saying. Festivals are dry.
I can't pick between patties or dumpling.
As in, which one would you prefer to have? Like, if you're like
Right
the
now?
last thing that you could eat, or even
No,
like now,
okay,
yeah.
It's the last thing you can eat, and you're gonna have to eat it for a year straight.
Nah,
What are you gonna
therefore
eat?
patties, man.
Or dumplings.
Cheesy beef.
No, same flavor. Okay, to make it fair, the patty that you have, you can't differentiate the flavor. It has to be exactly the same flavor. Out of the two, you love both of them that much.
But in all patties, I always add like extra. So I open up the patty and add extra cheese.
Oh, you do too much when it comes to food.
It could be beef.
From you
Yeah,
get
from
patty or
the-
Jamaican or original patty. Listen,
Oh, so there's
Really?
already enough.
there's a difference. Like I
Really?
tasted patty over here
What's
and
the
I paid like
difference?
£3 and I was like, I would
Okay, what is the difference? Because I've never experienced.
Yeah.
I've never experienced. Like, I
So
like the
even when we
patties
go
here.
to like Jamaican shops,
Oh, it's flaky.
the patty that we get from there is not.
It's not
legit.
So okay,
No.
cool. Okay, out of 10, what would you give the UK patties? Then out of 10, what would you give the Jamaican patties?
Manager, can I answer this for branding purposes?
I mean, you know Jamaican patty.
You listen, if you want to experience the Jamaican culture, the food,
Yeah.
ackee and saltfish, patties,
Mm.
go Jamaica. Don't waste your time buying patties in the UK.
Really?
No, it's totally different. And we've been there, so we could like literally tell you guys.
But what exactly is it? Just like in terms of how the meat is like seasoned and stuff like that, and I guess the
Everything.
consistency of the
Every single living thing. The filling inside,
yeah
the flakiness of the patty.
yeah.
Listen, when you go to a patty store, you're getting it straight out the oven.
I can't
It's
like
hot.
Really?
But the way you're
It's
describing
nice.
this is actually making me want to go to Jamaica now and actually like try a proper patty, man. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah,
Go
maybe.
just for a party and come back.
But I couldn't.
Unless it have a party place in the UK.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
That we never see, but
So far
we went about 4.
three or four, yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't.
But
And they
that's-
don't even touch the
but
same
that's-
level.
That's interesting though. How like in the whole there must be somewhere in the UK that
There must be.
sells
There must be.
authentic
Good.
patties.
If you all know, please tell us.
Nah,
Recommend
please,
it.
yeah.
No,
let
it's
us
true.
know.
Let us
Oh yeah,
know.
that's my camera there. Yeah, please
Yeah, I was
let us
gonna
know.
look at that camera.
Yeah, true,
My camera's
there.
right here.
Honestly, I didn't know the podcast even started.
Neither me.
Oh yeah, no, like
Oh,
we
yeah,
like
it's
doing
good.
it like
That's
that.
good.
innit? Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Like,
That's good. It's better for it to be smooth. Yeah,
It's all smooth,
smooth.
man.
No, it has to be smooth. It has to be smooth. But yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So that's the last question.
Oh yeah, no, that's the last question for that one. To be fair, I was gonna start to speak about your dancing. If I'm honest,
We
go
can
back
go
to
straight
it.
into the topics, innit?
Yeah, we can go into the topics. It's fine. You can ask them. You're here. You're back now. Last episode, I was struggling because I was alone. I was alone.
Okay, cool. We'll start with the first question, and as much as we're asking you this question as well, it's something that we can answer as well,
Yeah.
and kind of just
Relate
go-
to, yeah.
No, I'm alright. I won't answer. I'll just listen.
So-
I'm joking. Go on.
What inspired you to get into what you are doing now? So everything that you're doing in regards to dance, you traveling basically the world. Let's put it like that,
And even all of the UK, to be fair.
etc. What
as
actually
well.
inspired you to actually start? I always feel like that's interesting.
Well, at the beginning of my journey, it was just natural. So as I got older, and I'm talking about like when I was from the age of 2 years old,
Yeah.
I was dancing. And then as I got older, went to schools, joined extracurriculum activities. My
Yeah.
mom supported me. She is literally one person, the only person I could say when I was younger, literally believed in my dancing and pushed it.
Wow.
Like, yeah, my siblings and, the people around, they would acknowledge the talent, but she sacrificed. You know what I mean? When I say sacrifice, I don't mean to go too deep, but let's say she
You
has
can go
work.
deep if
There you
want
go
to.
deep.
Let's say she has work 5 a.m.
Yeah.
and at the time I was actually studying dance, she would, and it was literally a far location I had to go to. It was like 2 hours away from our house. She would literally go with me, stay until 3 a.m.,
Big up, money,
come
man.
back, probably get a half an hour sleep, then get ready for work 5 a.m.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's crazy. How important do you think that was for you? Because a lot of creatives.
I wouldn't have been here.
Yeah,
I feel
a lot of creatives don't have that.
I wouldn't have the sense of direction.
Yeah.
especially when things get hard, I'm like, nah, my mom break her back.
Yeah.
You know, she literally supported something that wasn't this big as yet, you know. So I just have to keep going.
I think that's very commendable as well, because I know, for instance, when I started like acting, yeah,
Did your parents support you the same?
they didn't. Like for them, it's because they're more like they care more about like stability.
Yeah, I think.
So
Yeah.
you know, for like us,
that's
us
a
as
big thing in the
creatives,
Caribbean
yeah,
too, though.
it's
Oh, is
like,
it?
Mm-hmm.
For us as creatives, it's almost as if how it would look like to the outside world is like we're almost going with the wind, even though we're not going with the wind.
Yeah.
But it's because, for instance, with like a 9 to 5, you know that, okay, cool. If I work Monday to Friday, at the end of the month, this is what I'm going to get.
I'll be
A
getting X
fixed
amount.
income, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But for example, with a creative, before you even get to a place of having like a fixed income, you're spending a majority of your career
Perfecting your
literally
craft.
just grinding it out.
Yeah.
Carving your own, you know, identity, carving your own career out and stuff like that. But that's why I personally feel like that's much more commendable, the fact that your mum, you know, because I know, for example, my parents, they would look at dance and think, oh, how sustainable
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
dance going to be?
If I was to tell my mum that I wanted to be okay, no, I lie. Actually, I tell her like, let me use my dad, not my mum. To be fair, she support
Nah,
me.
for me, it's
she would
both
support
my
me in it.
parents.
Even if I wasn't good, trust me, she'll support me in it. Yeah, but if I was to tell my dad, like growing up, if he saw me dancing that too, doesn't care. He wouldn't care. It wouldn't mean anything. He wouldn't push me. He's not getting up at 5 a.m. to do any of that. He'd get up at 5 a.m. for me to work at Sainsbury's though, part time, or whatever, because he at least knows money's coming in.
Yeah.
But if it comes to anything creative, even what I do now, I don't think he really actually knows like what I do.
Nah,
To be
same,
honest,
man.
he doesn't really know. Because to him, as long as I'm working, that's stability to him.
It's what he can see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's a big thing in the Caribbean, though.
What?
Like, you grew up here, and like, well, that's when I was growing up. At least
Yeah.
you'll hear like, you know your work as. Oh, I'll speak in Caribbean terms.
Yeah,
You know
go
your
on.
work as best as you know them dance moves.
Mm.
You know your work. You know your school books.
Yeah.
As good as you know them songs. You know what I mean? So it was very unique for my mom to support me to that extent,
Very
especially
because I know I have like Caribbean friends, yeah, who I know it's like for them, their parents is kind of more on them being like, okay, cool, gotta go college or sixth form, university, make sure you get your degree, have a respectable, you know, job, etc. afterwards.
Whatever that
and then
means
maybe
anyway.
you can do like dance on the side. So it's like even if somebody wanted to take dance to where you're taking it, because
Yeah.
I can't lie, I was looking at your page, seeing all the stuff that you do, and
Nah,
of
your
course
page
you were
is lit, man.
speaking beforehand, and I'm quite inspired. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I feel like very easily, yeah, it's like somebody could just think, oh yeah, like it's just dance, but you've took something, and obviously once again, commendations. Is it commendations?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, commendations to your
We'll
mum.
just edit it if you get
Yeah,
it
we're
wrong.
gonna But congrats to your mum for actually pushing you to take dance.
I was gonna ask a question. Sorry to interrupt
Yeah.
you. Yeah. Do you think it's because your mum was a chef, or is a chef? Sorry. So there's a sense of, I'm assuming now, a sense of entrepreneurship and doing something different.
definitely.
Hence why she could push you to do dance. You get what I mean?
Right. Well, in her younger days, she also was a dancer.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Makes sense. It makes sense. No, not that.
She
nothing
had
to take away
a
from
big
her, but
passion
yeah.
for dance. So I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
what I'm doing now, like what my manager and I are doing now,
Yeah.
at least, because it's not me alone.
Yeah. No, of course,
This
of
is
course.
hard. Okay. Right? It's like also a dream come true.
Yeah.
Because let's say in that time, she probably didn't have the opportunities to because
To
of
do
how
it,
she
yeah.
grew up as well.
Yeah.
Her environment wasn't supportive of like dance or anything like that.
Okay, so naturally she became the difference. Makes sense.
So it's like she's almost living her dream, but through you.
That's crazy.
Well, I wish we had my mom here, yeah, so she
Oh,
could
that's
talk
actually,
for
that would
herself.
actually been good, you
Would have
know.
been
Because
love
you know,
to hear from
actually,
her,
I
yeah.
never really sat and like asked those questions, but all I hear is, "Oh my gosh, Hadia, yes." You know. So
And your mum stays in Jamaica, obviously.
you think I'm Jamaican?
No, she's not Jamaican.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Caribbean.
Where in the Caribbean are you from?
The Caribbean
I think
under
it's.
the sea.
I think it's. Is it Trinidad? You're Trini, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trinidad and
Yeah, yeah,
Tobago.
Doubles.
Yeah.
My bad.
Do you know what it's a doubles?
I don't know what that means.
Do you know what's a doubles?
What does it mean?
What is a
Why are you
double?
laughing at us?
Yeah, Karis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go on,
you
say
need
it.
to
Then
help
you're there
us.
laughing at us.
It is the number one street food as soon as you come out the airport in Trinidad. It will have a double stand. You can eat it 5 a.m., 4 p.m., 6 p.m., or even when you come out from the club.
So it's open 24 hours.
No, well, there's different vendors.
Oh, okay.
But like the thing I'm trying to get to you is that doubles is like something you can eat anytime. Once it's hot, yeah, it'll be hot on the spot most of the time. So it's like two bara
Yeah.
with chana, and you add sweet sauce,
I
which
need
is
to see
tamarind
what
sauce.
this
Yeah, I want to see what it is. Can you make it?
My mom could.
Can you cook, by the way?
Oh,
Or you just
yeah.
inherit? Oh, you can cook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's
How
your
you think I'm surviving here?
I don't know. To be fair, some of us can't cook. We're still surviving. So.
Just now, listen. I'm sorry. I just didn't have the best experiences
Yeah.
coming from the Caribbean
Yeah.
with the food. That's just all.
Wait. So, what age did you come over? Was you always speaking English, or did you have to learn it?
No, yeah, in the Caribbean, we just speak broken English. Patois.
Okay. So it wasn't
Yeah,
too
so
difficult.
it's English
to
is
learn.
our first language. In some countries like Trinidad, the Venezuelans also come over. So some of us know Spanish, and we also learn Spanish in secondary
You
school.
can speak Spanish.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Can you
Seriously?
say some more? Like say a whole sentence. Hi, I'm on the Creative
That's
Control
true, it's true.
podcast.
Poquito español.
Poquito
That means small.
español.
I'm
What
guessing
did that
pocket
mean?
is like small.
Are you saying you know small Spanish or
Well, yeah, I only remember what I was taught in secondary school though. I did for like 3 years.
really?
But I didn't honestly, I wish that I took it serious. That and French, but I was more into business.
Oh yeah, I studied French. I felt that. Actually. Yeah,
French
I didn't take it seriously.
Bonjour.
Yeah, I can't. You can speak French though.
Mm-hmm. Oui, oui.
To be fair, my French it
Ça va
should be
bien?
better. Oui, ça va bien, merci. Et toi?
What's that?
So it means yes, I'm
like-
fine, thank you, and yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're Congolese. Did you ever say you was French in secondary school? By the way, did you lie to say you was French?
I wasn't one of them guys, you know.
Are you proud being Congolese?
I just used to say
Because you know they started appearing like 5 years ago. They
No,
only
I-
started becoming proud when the music started to
but I
become more
used to say I
popular.
was British. Like, yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, in terms of guidance when it comes to your dance, do you feel like you've had any other like mentors? I know you've spoken about your manager and your
Yeah.
mum as well. Do you feel like you've had people that have been able to help you on your journey as well?
Not when it comes to the craft itself,
Yeah.
but there are people like along my journey. Well, I would say at least one person. If I'm forgetting anybody,
Is
don't
what
bite
it
my
is.
neck off.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll just
But it's one person I would definitely remember, which is she was my theater arts teacher.
yeah.
Like when I was in form 3,
Okay.
I believe I was able to do the exam early, which was 2 years early.
The dancing exam.
Yeah.
Why is it that they let you? Was it because of skill that you done it early? Like you was very
Well,
good at
I
what
think
you
my
done.
passion, I just didn't want to wait till 2 years when I know like I could do it now at
Straight
a younger
away.
age.
Okay.
And then, in 2 years' time, I'll have more subjects to focus on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, her name is Miss Yvette.
Yeah.
She's from Grandy, Trinidad. Yeah, she plays a part because, the exam is, I wouldn't have be able to do it because my school wasn't doing it like that. Or I couldn't do it early.
Yeah.
And then I already picked my subjects for Form 5 exam.
So what other subjects did you pick? And sorry, is Form 5, like how old were you?
Okay.
It's like
What
right
age?
before you go to college or university. What
So
do you all call
That's
that?
like college, basically.
No, Form 5 would be...
right
if it-
before.
Right before you go to university.
Form 5 would be like year 11, I'm assuming, maybe.
No, but if it's right before you go to university, that's like college or like sixth form.
No, she said right
Oh,
before you
right-
go to college. no?
Actually, some people don't do sixth form, but it's right before sixth form then, if you want to say
Yeah.
that.
That's what I mean. That's what I was saying. It seems like it's year 11. So Form 1, would it be you just going into secondary?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It makes sense. Because I was thinking 11 would be the 5th year. Well, quick
Around.
maths. So what?
It's interesting. The
2 plus 2 is 4.
of like mentorship is quite interesting though, because obviously you wouldn't know, but those who are obviously watching the podcast probably would know because I've said it like quite a few times. But even like for myself, I actually started acting when I was like 15.
Was you a good actor at 15?
Yeah, you know,
You're needy, innit?
I can't lie. I
Was you actually very good?
was actually quite good still because think about it, yeah. I started at 15. I then got signed at like 16. Like one of my friends who was also signed secretly got an agent to come to like my
Oh, to watch.
to watch me, and I didn't know that they
Wow,
were there.
that's a good friend.
That's a good friend.
No, yeah,
Like,
like
you guys are really prodigies. Like, when you guys are...
yeah,
I
fam,
don't know, I
like,
don't do any of that.
got an agent to come.
Okay, I'm lying. To be fair, I'm actually lying. But it's like, thinking about it now, I'm lying.
The agent then contacted me. I got signed, but then I stopped acting at like 18. So I just gave
Was
up.
it because of your parents?
Well,
Like you're going into
I'm-
the
I'm-
adult?
I'm-
I've always been a little bit of a rebel in it. So in regards to like my parents, yeah, like for ages, yeah, they didn't want me to do like acting. They wanted me to obviously go to school, do this, do that. But I was always gonna, like, once I latched onto acting, I knew that was my thing. But then the issue was that once I then got into the full swing of being an actor and everything, obviously I'd go to auditions, but because I wasn't preparing myself well for them, there was a lot of auditions that I wasn't getting. And because of that, I then gave up. Now, the whole topic of mentorship for me was the fact that the moment I met my mentor, who mentors me, both me and Kelvin now, I think they kind of gave me, number one, the understanding of why you're meant to start something. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then the whole point of starting something and then understanding why you've got to finish it.
Continue, yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's an important point. And once he started to instill those viewpoints and those values, it's like I understand, for example, like how your platform allows you to also connect with many other people and also inspire many other people. I understand that my story as an actor can also benefit many other people as well. And I think just also the understanding that I think my mentor gave me as well, that everything that I do, it affects another person. So if I've decided to quit acting, or if I've decided to stop doing this podcast and stuff like that, there may be people that need to hear this podcast, or there may be people
Nah, if you
that
stop the
need to.
podcast, we'll just replace you.
Don't worry, I ain't stopping anyway. I ain't stopping anytime soon. But for example, all of those things, how important it is to also understand that you as yourself, you affect people, whether you like it or not, positively and negatively.
I get what you're saying. You're basically saying through, it's like communication. So communication can be me speaking to you. That's how I can inspire you. But the way I move as well, for example, could inspire you as well. I think you was talking earlier, for example, where I think in Jamaica you were saying, not Jamaica, or in the Caribbean.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Apologies. In Trinidad, anyway, we can't be saying Jamaica because Jamaica is just a country or whatnot. But you were saying, I think your manager was saying that people were punching, like kids were punching them in the back.
Oh no, that was in Guyana.
Oh, it was in Guyana. But you've got to think about it, yeah? How could you have that much influence that kids like sincerely like really want to kind of get to know you as an individual just from dance or whatever you're doing? And I think that's why we love to bring people on this podcast, especially people like you, because it's interesting. Like sometimes it's like you sit people down and you kind of let them know that your influence is actually sincerely amazing. Look at your TikTok followers. Put all of them people in a room, for example. You probably sell out stadiums, for example, and you could do so much more. Now remember, at the same time, not everyone that's watching you is also going to be on, so is going to follow you on social media. So it could be millions of people that watch you. Yeah, some people could be watching you. I don't know, it could be your hater. I'm not too
Just today,
sure.
my manager was saying something about someone. What was the story you said to me today?
Like they will always have persons who usually would share her videos.
Oh,
and stuff on
yeah.
Insta,
Yeah,
and they'll be like, oh my gosh, I love her so much. And when I check them, they don't even follow.
they don't
They
follow.
don't
Yeah, they don't.
They're like diehard supporters.
Yeah.
They'll be like,
It's interesting.
And I actually like supporters like that though, because it just shows that the content always reaching.
Exactly.
Always reaching people. But that's the most important
But at least
thing,
you know
though,
they're
innit?
genuine as well, to be honest. But they're not that genuine if they're not giving you the follow. I don't know how genuine they are.
And you know, like,
Wow. They probably, some people don't even pay attention to like following persons, because I think how TikTok works as well, you don't have to like follow a person to see on your FYP.
Yeah. No,
So-
you don't. I don't know how TikTok really works. You don't. Because there's
You
some
don't,
people,
yeah,
their
you
videos
don't,
come
yeah.
up on my page a lot, and I actually watch them a lot. Actually, no, I just realized
They
I'm
also
one
have
of them
the,
people
like,
as well.
Who you follow on the top, and then the FYP.
FYP, yeah.
And I was going to ask you a question actually, and I know it's not been written down, but how have you had, like, in, let's say, your journey or your career as to where you are now, have you had like also negative feedback? And if you have had negative feedback, or let's say people that, it could be negative comments, for instance, being left on your page and stuff
how
like
have you
that.
dealt with it?
How have you dealt with that? Because I always feel like the mental side of, let's say, fame,
Yeah.
in your case, is another thing that I think should never ever be
Left
overlooked. Because I could imagine
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like,
It's like Justin Bieber. Have you not heard his music?
yeah, for example.
When he was famous and stuff like that, or whatnot. I think
He's
people
still
used
quite
to,
famous though.
No, yeah, it's true. No, not quite famous. He's even more famous than he was. But he struggled with it. Like his life
Yeah.
kind of went downhill. The only thing is that we saw it because of how big he was, and
Yeah.
maybe. Well, by the way, your life's obviously not going downhill. We're not saying that, but it's just like, how do you deal
How
with
do
it?
you deal with that? Yeah.
Well, what I'm going to say is not necessarily for online comments. Well, under the videos.
Whatever
or whichever way.
negativity you've had
But
coming towards you.
I always had this way about me.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say.
I love
Okay.
I'm doing what I love to do.
Yeah.
So if you see me dancing and like it affects you, like, why is she dancing in the road? God,
Yeah.
this girl, just saying it in that accent. Like, I just do what I love. And
Yeah.
I know any moment as well, people saying, hey, or they might join in, or,
Yeah.
they might clap after, so it's all about people's perspective as well. And you won't please everybody. So just don't come on this world
That's true.
or do anything you're doing thinking you're going to get a smile or yes from everyone. I mean, I would say sometimes I don't see it. Sometimes because like I can't see what's behind my back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I
But
just
even
love
on your
what I'm
page, you
doing.
don't like see any sort of like negative comments. Or I'm guessing
my
your manager probably
manager-
blocks that all out.
Yeah, my manager.
I don't really block it out, honestly. Honestly, I cannot see my with her.
Yeah.
We're kind of on the same page when it comes to those things. I actually, if I don't see it, I feel like we're not really doing anything.
Okay.
Yeah, you must
That's
have
true.
haters though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Not
That's
So you
everyone
gotta
will
have
like
your
what you're
haters
doing.
as well.
Yeah. But we don't want to discredit it still when it comes to other person that is coming up and will see it and it maybe do affect them.
Yeah.
I think it's something that you should allow to affect
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Like once
of
you know in
course,
your
yeah.
heart
Yeah.
you want to be an actor and you acting probably makes other people uncomfortable online or whatever. Once you know in your heart that that's what you love to do, just keep going. You will find your crowd. You will find the
That's
persons
true.
who
Yeah,
will
it's true.
That's actually
support
very
you.
true.
So
I think Ed, I think you've hit the nail on the head. I just feel like that mental side of things, it's funny because as commonly as we're saying it now, there are a lot of people or a lot of celebrities, for example, who, for instance, we're seeing how easily they get affected by these sort of things. And I think one of the things that my mentor has always kind of like emphasized to me is that it's not going to be those people that made me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like before, like I've even gone into a world, I've already been made.
Yeah.
So everything else they're
Amen.
gonna say,
Okay.
No, facts.
everything else they're gonna say, whatever it is they're gonna try and project, whether it is they may not like. So I've
It's a foundational thing, no?
it's a
I think that's
foundational
all it
thing.
is. If you're confident in yourself as an individual, confident from where you're coming from, if someone comes and opposes you, you won't really care. It doesn't mean nothing. If your cultures clash, it
and
is what
work
it
so
is.
hard until you can't read all the comments, okay?
Yeah, you wouldn't read them
100%,
anyway.
yeah.
And there's no reason for you to be insecure. Like, as long as you're secure in yourself, I think you're fine.
And
Yeah,
you know,
it's
and,
really
you,
a
and,
mental
and I
thing.
think also like all of us collectively in what we're doing, we know the amount of work we put into what we're doing. And I don't think I personally, I'm not gonna allow anybody to come and discredit the years, the thoughts, the fights, the tears, do you understand what I'm saying? Into trying to get somewhere. So it's like anything else that anybody else wants to say on top of that is almost just like, I'm already past it. Like I see past it because of you're lost in what you're doing.
I think what you can do is just control the controllables.
Exactly.
The controllable I can control is that I'm undeniable.
Listen,
That's
yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom always had a saying, just dwell on the things that you can't control.
Yeah.
The things that you cannot control, don't pay mind to it
Yeah.
and don't stress on it. Because
What's the point of stressing over something that I have like no control, no autonomy over?
Like,
There's
you
nothing
can't do
I can
anything.
There's
You're
nothing I could do
and
about
you're
it.
wasting
I'm
energy.
Just
wasting
let
my
it
energy.
be.
I'm wasting my time.
You know,
It's
I feel like
pointless.
energy is precious as well. You want to put your energy into pushing what you're doing properly, not focusing on something that doesn't affect what you're doing.
in a positive way.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I was gonna ask. You've spoken about how your mum supported you, and obviously we know that you've been able to go into different cities, different countries, and do amazing things. What type of maybe platforms, either if you're doing it already or something that you're looking to do, what type of platforms or similar things are you looking to do for people as well, just in the way your mum supported you?
Or you mean like, well, my mission is to focus on youth.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see the impact it makes on children, and they are literally the next generation. So anything that I could do in my power, and even in collaboration powers,
Yeah.
that could like help them, I would definitely do it. For instance, it was back to school before I left to come to the UK.
Yeah.
And we didn't post about it, but we bought school bags with school supplies
That's
and just
nice.
give it out.
That's amazing.
You know what I mean? But it's not like on the media per se, but those are things that are
That's just
done
you.
behind.
That's just, you know,
individual.
that's what you're doing.
Yeah. And let's say for like public instances, I've done a lot of free stuff for the youth.
Yeah.
For instance, we actually did an entire school tour in Guyana, where me just visiting the schools, talking about keep confident to the ladies. I'll be like, you're beautiful.
Yeah.
Your confidence is
Yeah.
everything. Don't let anybody try to tell you that you can't do it. These videos are on my page though. And you know, I make them say motivational things and manifestational stuff. Like I can achieve it. Like around that time as well, the CXC exam was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like 2 months later, because I think it was April, May when we did that tour. And it really helped them a lot. Like some kids would DM us after we visit their school and be like, oh my gosh, I was so scared for my exam, but now I believe I could do it. And you know, stuff like that. So
No, I think that's important,
I
you know.
see that literally my pause a reason.
No, it's fine.
I love doing those
because I think it also just shows that, because I think one thing, that it can be very evident with a lot of people that tend to like make it per se, is that once they make it, they almost like leave the ends, so to speak, and they kind of neglect everything else that they almost came from. But I guess from listening to you, it's almost as if you're using your platform now for positive change. Like you're using it in a way in which you can actually help empower
Other people.
And I feel like that's much more. And even like with me being as an actor, the way, and once again, if I continuously reference my mentor, it's because of course he's had a massive influence on myself, on Kelvin, on the creative control. But it's almost, I understand that Glody can't just be an actor for just being an actor. I have to be an actor for another actor. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I think listening to you, I get that same energy and vibe for you. It's like whatever platform you get, you're going to use that to try and empower the next generation. And I feel like that's something, especially in people who are in positions of influence, especially with like how content creation is growing and stuff like that, and people are becoming more and more visible. I think that consciousness of just understanding that, hey, there are people that are looking at you. When they look at you, what are they going to see? What are they going to be inspired to do? And I feel like for me anyways, it's something that, you know, consistently drives me. So it's quite inspiring hearing.
That's good. How does it do you ever think, how does it feel to be inspiring? Have you ever thought about it? Just naturally. Like, how does it feel? No, because you know, sometimes you could see a celebrity, for example, like in real life or whatever, you then realize, oh, they're actually just flesh and blood. But which is fine. But that person that's flesh and blood actually has a lot of influence.
Yeah.
Like, how does it actually feel knowing that wherever you go, people could come and do this? Or when it comes to, okay. Anyway, when it comes to you going wherever, or social media, for example, there's loads of people following you. Like, how does it actually feel? Because not many people have that. And you've got to remember also at the same time that you as an individual, there's loads of people that have tried to do what you do. There's loads of people that have tried to get to the following that you have. There's loads of people, not only that come from the same area as you, come from the same place as you, have tried to replicate what you're doing and haven't been able to do it. Is it something that you think about all the time? Or is it because you're focused on what you're doing so much that it doesn't really matter? It's natural to you. It's fine.
Actually, concerning, you know, what you said about, you know, not everybody has been able to do it. I don't, you know, actually I never really look, like I don't focus on it all the time, I should say.
Yeah.
Like I don't wake up every day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there are moments where, you know, you accomplish a goal, and for instance, it's my manager and I, and we'll sit and be like, this is a blessing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we just look at things as blessings, and, you know, outside of thinking about who can do, or who hasn't gotten the opportunities to do what we're doing, we also think about it as we were once there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like we were once trying to. So it's really just a blessing. Like, it feels so good when you think you always love to do and always wanted to do is just happening.
Yeah.
And I will be real. Some things that happened, I didn't expect to have so much influence on the youth.
Yeah.
Now I have a responsibility.
Yeah, naturally.
I have kids before I have kids.
Yeah.
So, some things just I couldn't see. And that's why I think I saw a question about where I'll be in 5 years.
Yeah, there was.
And by the grace of God, all the things that I have planned out or that where I think I want to be, by grace of God, manifesting that it happens. But something in me just saying probably my goals are just basic, like the goals the Lord has set out for me.
Yeah.
Like I can't even see that right now.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm so into what
You're
I'm doing.
You're just lost in that.
Like I can't see the bigger blessings that God has for me. I mean, one thing I will say though, I want to meet Chris Brown. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be dancing. Okay. Yeah, that's a goal within the 5-year span. What year will it be? 2029.
2029, yeah, because we're in 2024. So.
Okay.
I want to ask you one last question. Yeah.
You're gone.
What are some of the issues you feel like are currently in your space? So dance, content creation, etc. And how would you like to address some of those issues as well?
Yeah. So I think tracking back to our conversation before, keeping consistent is very hard. Like people do know, right? But keeping consistent, if you're in this world, this creative world, is very hard. I think you could apply to anything. Like going to the gym consistently could be hard for some people.
Yeah.
But consistency is the key, but it's also very hard.
I was gonna ask you. Sorry, I actually forgot. I was gonna ask for people that are in your position or was in the position that you was in. Sorry, but people that don't have the support that you had. What advice would you give them?
Yeah. Let's say their mum isn't as supportive as your mum was.
So their mum isn't as supportive as your mum was. They have the dreams that you have, for example. What advice would you have for them?
It will be extra hard to do what you love, especially if you have, if you have both parents saying no, it will be extremely hard. But I would still say go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. Chase your dreams. Once you believe that this is something you love, just go after it and don't give up. Giving up will be, you will literally sit 2 years later, you give up.
Yeah.
Or even a month later and be like, imagine where I would have been now. If I just kept consistent.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And not take the negative energy. Because sometimes it mightn't even be the comments online saying you can't do it. It could be your family.
Yeah.
So just keep going. I mean, I had a lot of no's. My dad was like, no, you dancing wouldn't get you anywhere.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Wow.
So,
How old was you when he said that?
I think I started dancing professionally at the age of 13. So I think I was a teenager, but early teens.
Yeah.
But at that time, you're also focusing on academics.
Yeah.
But I will say I had a parent who will push my passion, then a parent who will still push the academics.
So it was almost kind of
You
like
had a
little tug of war.
I was going to say, I think this would be good for the listeners. Very important for the listeners. When did you start to see growth in your page? And how have you been able to sustain the growth and sustain your audience as well? I think that'd be quite important for some people.
How I would have been able to sustain the growth?
Yeah.
Before we go there though, I would like to say sometimes it's not like your parent who will push you. It could be just a family member, family friend. It could be your best friend, So yeah, just keep going. But how was I able to sustain the growth? Well, how was my manager and I
I've been
able to
able to do it.
sustain the
I like
growth?
that you say your manager.
Because I was on the media before, but it was in a totally different light.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was still dancing and everything, but as I said earlier, as he started managing me, he put his skills towards
To help
dancing. So when the talent and the marketing aspect of everything merged, was like instant. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So like I always had this brave thing about me.
Yeah.
So before I met him, I also had problems like getting somebody to record my video.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say like it have what's the question you asked earlier?
The what are some of the issues you find?
I wouldn't say like it have like a set of issues now or anything. But before, I could talk about before, it was very hard to get someone to record my videos, have the patience to record them, get the right angles.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I think as soon as like I was just ready to do it, and I was tired of like asking people. Sometimes you feel like
You're begging them.
begging
Yeah,
people
no, I hear it. No, don't worry.
to
We know.
support
We
you
understand.
like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And sometimes your close family and friends or even siblings and stuff like that. But yeah, as soon as, that happened.
Perfect synergy.
Yeah, because I was ready. Listen, the first video we did together, I remember we were in the mall and I had on a slipper. I had on a slipper and we were doing the video, but like the slipper was holding me back from dancing.
Yeah.
So I just flick it off and started to dance and it just went viral. So it was just like instantly. And that was our first video together.
Yeah. You just
So
knew it was right.
Yeah.
But it was natural. It wasn't forced or anything.
Nah.
I think that's good though. I think like the way you shout your manager as well is very good.
I love
Seems
that.
like a manager is very important to you.
Respect.
Also, he's going to start managing us as well. So we're looking forward to it.
This podcast group.
But
That's so funny. But yeah, man, thank you. Thank you for having us. Or did I say it the right way?
Nah,
Thank
Is
you
it
for
other
having
way?
me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant to say. I meant to say it that way.
Thank you for coming on.
Oh,
the
no, thank you for
podcast.
coming along. You're very, very inspiring, I think. And you should continue to inspire, really. Hopefully, you'll be able to also join one of your workshops and learn how to dance as well.
Yeah, because I need
I can't
that
dance.
for a fact.
Yeah, I can't dance.
Sometimes I meet people that say, I can't dance. No. But it's just that they're shy.
No,
But
that's
I
it.
don't.
No,
you know,
Are you
I
shy?
don't think I'm shy.
Let me be
When
honest
you
with
go to
you.
a club, what do you do?
I dance.
Just dance, innit?
But I can't dance.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Okay, so with me personally, when I was
Do you do
growing up,
this?
when I was growing up,
Yeah,
like when I was growing
literally.
up, it was because I was shy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But as I've grown up, that shyness meant that I couldn't develop. So I've just literally stayed the same level.
You've almost
So I
plateaued.
just can't dance anymore. That's since even if I tried.
So you know what's the lesson there? Get out your comfort zone when you're younger, guys. Okay?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
If you're
That's
shy to sing in public,
That's
sing
true.
in public.
Yeah.
If you're shy to speak on a mic, grab that mic, speak on a mic.
Just
Like
do it.
even if you're shaking, hi guys, just do it for the first time. It will get better.
By the way, I think that's very true though.
It is very.
I think that's very true. Things that I'm good at now, some of them I was actually forced to do continuously forced to do. Not in a bad way. It's why I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to do it anyway, but I was shy. So I actually agree with
To
that.
be very honest, even like with acting, because I started acting at like 15. Before acting, in terms of like doing things in public, like speaking in front of people, performing in front of people and stuff like that, I literally used to freeze. Like,
Is this in terms of acting in front of people?
yeah, because the first ever play I ever done, official actual play I ever done was like in year 2.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and that was the Christmas story.
Yeah, the
or-
Christmas stuff. Or
And
whatnot.
I remember it was my turn to like act or something like that, And I
scared?
just stood there.
Really?
I didn't say a word. Like, imagine the whole thing's going and I've just like stood there. So when I started doing acting properly at like 15, and because when I was doing it, it's like it was in front of like hundreds of people.
Oh, so it's more like theatre.
Yeah, theatre. I think
camera.
it's the perfect like it's a perfect tool to kind of get you out of your comfort zone. And it's
think
almost as if when
yeah.
I'm acting, it's almost as if I'm not conscious of, well, this is mainly in theatre anyways, isn't it? But I'm not really conscious of everything that's going on around. So it's almost as if I won't see the people. I won't see the fact that I'm in a theatre. I won't see that, like, I'm literally just feeling whatever my character's feeling.
That's when
and
you're in the zone.
responding to.
Yeah.
And actually, I went to my first theatre show the last time I was in London, and which was like probably 2 weeks ago.
Do you remember
did
what
you
you
watch?
watched?
Guess.
Shifters.
Shifters.
What's that?
Really? Wait, so what did you watch?
okay. What did you watch? Lion
Michael
King.
Jackson.
Oh,
MJ.
You know what's so mad?
is Michael
yeah?
Jackson in
What?
Shifters?
No, so it is
I'm
the,
so
the
sorry.
musical.
Like it has dance
good?
in it. It has music
Okay,
production,
no,
so
that's
that I can
so-
relate.
I'm
I
so
don't
sad.
like-
I didn't think before I answered it. Yeah, I didn't think.
Oh,
Because
no,
I
I
just
get
thought
what you're saying.
Shifters because it's popular. But if I thought
It's
I
popular,
would
okay.
probably, yeah. I
But
would've got it
then
right.
that's a good recommendation. So I'll get into the what you know what you
What, Lion
watch.
King? You should watch Lion King. Lion King has
Someone
dancing in it.
suggested it. Yeah.
No, it's good.
No, I know the Michael Jackson one was epic though. I saw
Oh my gosh.
an ad,
Really?
and I was thinking, because I don't really like musicals, innit?
Mm-hmm.
If I was
You
gonna
know what?
go,
Neither me, you know. But after I watched Michael Jackson,
And you
yeah, no,
liked
so
it?
that's the thing. Like, I
Is
think
that
if I was
good?
gonna watch a
It was
musical,
good.
it would definitely
Seriously?
be a Michael Jackson one. Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Sorry, this is
it tells
separate.
a story. Like
Yeah,
it's like, and the actor who's acting as MJ,
very good.
spot on.
Yeah,
He has
you can,
it.
You can dance. I can't do
yeah,
that
nah,
stuff.
I really want to see
He
it.
has
That's
it.
what I'm gonna see. Yeah. I don't know how much more longer it's running for, but it's
I
that.
think the end of
Oh yeah, they don't run for like the whole
I
year.
think it finished.
no,
you
no,
know.
no, 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 no.
I wish I could
I don't know,
dance.
probably end of October.
Yeah, probably the end of October. I think that's definitely one that I
Really?
probably want to go and watch.
But please do watch Lion King though. Prince of Egypt's good as well. I think I've watched it. I can't remember.
Prince of Egypt.
I think I went-
I've seen a lot of like random stuff. Like sometimes when I go to the theatre, yeah, I don't like read about
You just go and watch it?
Yeah, I'll just go and watch it so that I have like a view that isn't like tainted. Or
Mm.
I
anything.
deeped it. Yeah.
I got you.
Actually, no, because I
So
can't
you're
be
those type
paranoid
of
too
person
much.
who just see the cover photo of a Netflix movie and say, okay, and you just don't read the.
No,
Really?
literally, yeah.
Wow.
Like literally,
I can't
sometimes
do
it's
that.
like I'll
Really?
see something and be like, okay, cool. The title looks interesting. Like the other day when I went to go watch Hot Wing King, yeah. Has anyone gone to watch that?
I don't know what that is. Plus,
Hot
you know,
Wing
look around the room. You don't know what. No one have got to watch that.
But yeah, I just saw Hot Wing King. I'm like,
Oh, wait, where did you watch it?
this was at the National Theatre.
Seriously?
Yeah.
But it's like when I went to go watch Joker 2. It's
Yeah,
one of the worst films I've watched in my
A lot
life.
of people say, but I want to watch it here because I want to watch it from like an acting perspective. Like, how was he? Because maybe the storyline wasn't well orchestrated, yeah.
No.
But in terms of like acting wise,
Okay, do you know what it is, yeah? With Joker 2, unless, are you interested in like Joker 1?
Yeah,
Okay.
I watched Joker.
Okay, I was going to say, yeah, with Joker 2, I don't think it's bad. It's just that what we expected of the Joker just didn't happen. They've just given a different dynamic on who the Joker is.
You think
it
that,
kinda like how
that
Top
was
Boy
like the
ended?
main actor's reason?
No, this one's not the main actor's fault. I blame the director and the people who wrote
Yeah.
it and the type of film they portrayed that it will be. I
Okay.
think is more of their fault. Apart from that,
it sold a lot though, based on because a lot of people were intrigued to know what the Joker was gonna look like, and I
And
guess
then
that's the magic of like film, innit?
but they would always be intrigued though. It's like Spider-Man. Even if you used to do a film with Michael Jackson, you do a film on Tupac, do a film on Drake. For
The brand is
example.
so big that
People,
it will always
yeah,
attract
if the brand's
people.
big, people will always be intrigued.
Right now, I feel like with a lot of films, it feels like I'm going off tangent, but with a lot of films, yeah, a lot of them nowadays, it's more for like the flip of making money. So a lot of them, you just know that something like Joker is gonna sell out like quickly. Do you get what I'm saying? A lot of people are gonna be interested or intrigued to know what it's about. But what that means is you can do a lazy script or a lazy story. So that's my thing with it. So this is the reason why I don't watch a lot of like new films.
I thought you were going to
Okay.
say Nollywood. But okay, fair enough.
Because I feel like something like Inception, something Christopher Nolan in general. Yeah, you know Christopher Nolan, right?
Don't ask me about names,
But
yo.
Glody, you know you're asking her questions about like
No,
acting
I
and
just-
stuff
I
like
just
that.
always
She's
think
not,
that-
she's not interested. And she said earlier also she doesn't actually watch series.
I always think everyone knows Christopher Nolan. Innit?
No,
But
no.
his mind, yeah, is out of this world. Have you watched Tenet?
Tenet?
Yeah.
I told you earlier, I don't have time to watch
Yeah, she
movies.
don't watch films.
Okay, but
Okay,
okay,
but
when you get a chance to, yeah, please, yeah, watch Tenet. Watch. You've already watched Inception. Watch Shutter Island.
Okay.
In fact, watch Shutter Island
Somebody
first.
writing this now.
Yeah, we'll send you. You're not going to remember it. Because I remember when you came in, you said that. She greeted everyone. And she said, I probably won't remember your names. This is how I don't understand. You're similar to me. I'm the same. I'm like that. I don't really remember people's names.
But,
Okay, before we close off and end off, at least give us your favorite dancer. The person that inspires you in terms
My
of
favorite
dancer.
dancer?
Yeah.
Chris Brown.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
that's right. Oh, you see, good choice. Yeah, so that's why I said like one of the goals in 5 years is to
Yeah.
dance.
On stage.
Fair
yeah.
enough.
On stage with Chris Brown, yeah.
Sick.
Not Jason Derulo.
Why did you laugh?
I'll
No,
take
like
the piss, by the way.
I
I'll take
respect
the
his
piss.
work,
By
his
the way, I'll
music
take the
and
piss.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
But
it's cool.
Chris Brown, I've been listening to his music as well since I could understand the rhythm.
Yeah.
As because I have older brothers.
He's
and
been around for a minute.
my older brother, I mean, he's a Drake fan, but in the
Oh, yeah,
earlier
Drake.
days, he used to listen to us like Chris
Chris
Brown and
Brown.
dance like Chris Brown as well.
Mm.
I mean, he's older now and 2 kids, but I think as well, but you know, even the environments I was in, like having my brother listening to music and we might do dance battles sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Okay.
That's lit, man. Thank you.
I think that's been a very good.
That's decent.
But do you have like one last thing you want to say to anybody who's
Oh yeah, I realized I haven't even looked at my camera that much.
anybody who's watching any piece of? I know you've dropped a lot of nuggets throughout, but anything you want to say in particular to anybody who could be in a similar position or trying to get to where you are right now, and it's just 1 or 2 sentences, and then we'll close off.
okay, I would say in anything you're doing, just be positive, believe in yourself, stay confident, and I don't wear this t-shirt for nothing, y'all. You'll have to stay glad, okay?
Jeez.
Stay glad. Always spread the positivity because it's just better. It grows on people more. It will even grow on yourself more. Once you speak positive things come to you.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And that's a wrap.
Alright, cool. That's a wrap.
Creative control.